3 Essential Qualities to Look For in a Woman. Hello everyone. Regardless of how charming, sweet, or attractive a woman may be, there are 3 essential qualities you should prioritize when selecting a partner. Have you ever found yourself investing excessive time, money, and energy into someone who ultimately ended up breaking your heart? Perhaps you lingered in a relationship far too long, hoping that your time, attention, and gifts would somehow change her or fix the issues at hand. Or maybe you felt that you had already invested so much that giving up seemed impossible. Wouldn't it be much simpler to identify right from the start if she is truly someone worth keeping? By the end of this video, you will learn about 3 vital qualities to look for when considering a woman, along with real-world examples of what these qualities look and sound like. You'll also discover how to determine if she genuinely possesses these qualities or if she is merely putting on a facade. This knowledge can help you avoid unnecessary headaches, heartaches, and suffering. It's important to be with someone who is exceptional and treats you like royalty. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My goal is to assist men in understanding modern women so that you can attract and retain the right partner. You're here because you recognize that, especially in today's world, women need to learn how to appreciate and understand men better. However, you can only control your own actions. Welcome to Just the Tip. Let's dive right in. The first quality to look for is respect. A woman must respect both you and herself. If she lacks respect for you, her intentions may not be genuine, she could be using you or simply waiting for a better opportunity. Signs that she respects you include actively listening to you. This means being fully engaged in a conversation, maintaining eye contact, avoiding distractions from devices, and responding thoughtfully to what you say rather than dominating the discussion. Active listening might manifest as her saying, "I'm really interested in what you're saying, please tell me more," or "I appreciate your honesty, it means a lot to me that you're open with me." Secondly, she should communicate clearly. A respectful woman expresses herself truthfully and kindly, taking the time to understand your viewpoint instead of jumping to negative conclusions or making everything about her. Clear communication might sound like, "I want to ensure I understand, could you clarify that for me?" Or, "I apologize for not being clear, let me try explaining it differently." Thirdly, she should show appreciation. This can be as simple as thanking you for a lovely date or expressing gratitude for something you've done for her, rather than taking your efforts for granted. Expressions of appreciation might include, "Thank you for planning such a thoughtful date, I had a wonderful time," or "I really value your support, it means so much to me." Moreover, it's crucial that she respects herself. If she doesn't have self-respect, she may inadvertently sabotage the relationship and behave in ways that could lead to significant distress for both of you. Examples of her demonstrating self-respect could include saying, "I need to discuss something important with you, can we set aside some time," or "I need you to understand my perspective, let me see if I can explain it differently." In summary, showing respect in a relationship involves treating each other with kindness and understanding, which is fundamental for a healthy partnership. Interacting with one another through kindness, honesty, and thoughtfulness is essential, and this leads us to the second vital characteristic to seek in a partner: standards. A woman who not only recognizes that you maintain standards but also has her own is someone to value. When she understands that you have criteria for your relationships, it makes her feel chosen and special. She perceives that she has successfully navigated your selection process, which enhances her trust in your loyalty. This is because she knows you have other options, yet you have decided to invest your time and attention in her. To illustrate how she might appreciate your standards, consider a scenario where you prioritize honesty in your relationship. If you have communicated this value to her, she might respond with something like, "I truly admire your honesty with me. I understand that being truthful can sometimes be challenging, and I genuinely respect your dedication to maintaining honesty in our relationship. You create a safe space for me, and I am grateful for that." By acknowledging your commitment to honesty, she demonstrates that she values your principles and supports them, which fosters trust, respect, and a deeper connection between you. Moreover, it's important to note that while she has her own standards, this doesn't mean she behaves like a demanding princess with unrealistic expectations. Instead, her standards are reasonable and reflect her values. A key takeaway here is that when a woman has standards, she evaluates you as a potential partner. She has alternatives, but she chooses to be with you. This mutual vetting process is beneficial for both parties, as it increases the likelihood of establishing a long-lasting and fulfilling relationship. Now, let's consider an example of how she might express her own standards. Suppose you inadvertently do something that conflicts with a standard she has, whether she has previously communicated it or not. For instance, if you tend to underestimate travel times and she values punctuality, it's crucial for both of you to discuss your standards openly, either as they arise or in advance if they are particularly significant. In a respectful manner, she might say, "I need you to listen to what I'm about to say without interrupting. Can you do that for me? When you arrive late for our dates, it makes me feel unimportant, and I often feel uncomfortable and self-conscious waiting alone for too long. I really need you to be on time." It would be even more constructive if she adds, "Is there anything I can do to help you be punctual? This is really important to me, and I appreciate that I can talk to you about it." A crucial point to remember is that relationships inevitably encounter conflicts, disagreements, and disappointments. However, navigating these challenges with respect and effectiveness can actually enhance the intimacy and connection between partners. The next essential trait ties together the first two, and I will explain how to determine if she genuinely possesses these three important characteristics. The third trait is pride. She takes pride in you and feels honored to be with you. It's important to clarify that this doesn't mean she overlooks your flaws. In fact, she recognizes your imperfections and accepts you regardless. She might even find some of your quirks endearing. However, she is also willing to address behaviors that may not be beneficial for you, regardless of how it impacts her. For example, if your habitual lateness is causing issues, she will likely bring it to your attention. Let's explore how someone might express pride in you and their happiness to be with you in everyday life. One way she might show this is by publicly acknowledging you. This could involve introducing you to her friends and family, speaking positively about you to others, or sharing your relationship on social media. For instance, she might say, "I want you to meet my amazing boyfriend. I've been telling my friends about you and how lucky I feel. They can't wait to meet you too." Another way she might express her pride is by showing affection in public, such as holding hands or putting her arm around you. This can be a way of displaying how proud she is to be with you. When I mention an unreserved and uninhibited desire, I'm not suggesting she's overly affectionate in public to the point of discomfort, which could indicate insecurity. Instead, it means she's comfortable and unself-conscious about being with you, wanting you to know she's proud to be with you. This might sound like, "I love being close to you like this. You make me feel happy and secure. I love holding hands with you in public. It's a little thing, but it makes me feel happy." A third way she might show her pride is by being your biggest cheerleader. Encouraging you and celebrating your goals and accomplishments is a great way for her to demonstrate that she's your biggest fan and proud to be with you. She might congratulate you on a job well done or even better, encourage you when you feel like you've failed. Being your biggest cheerleader might sound like, "I am proud of all you've accomplished, and I know you're going to continue to do great things. I'm so impressed with your hobby skill, I love seeing how much you love it. Okay, I am so proud of you for acing that presentation. You worked really hard, and it paid off." Or simply, "I believe in you." If she's not self-conscious about saying these things in front of others, that's a double bonus. But how do you know if she's being honest? Let's find out how to reveal her true feelings. The best way to know for sure that she actually has these three crucial qualities is to be 100% authentic. This means not hiding your flaws unless you're committed to changing something that's not working for you. If you're not committed to changing something that's not benefiting you in your life right now, starting now, then you just want to be open, honest, and true to yourself around her. Throw your flaws out there and see how she reacts. For example, maybe you are chronically late, and because you know it's bothered other people in the past, you try to hide that from her at first. Eventually, you might revert to your old habit of being late. If it's not something you want to or are willing to work on changing, then just let her see the real you. The key point is that when you are real with a woman without offense or defense, it's actually a form of a test, vetting her. It's a test to see if the real you, the one you don't want to change, is going to really bother her and how she's going to react to that. Sorry, ladies, if it does. It's common for us to react emotionally, even in subtle ways, when something bothers us, so it's likely that you will notice these reactions. The truth is, if she hasn't explicitly mentioned that punctuality is extremely important to her, she might not be upset about you being late. To understand her perspective better, consider being open and asking her about it. Perhaps she enjoys observing people around her, or maybe being alone for a moment allows her to gather her thoughts, which can be a rare opportunity in a busy world. It's essential to remember that nobody is perfect. If she values both you and herself, she will appreciate your standards while also having her own reasonable expectations. If she takes pride in you and your relationship, that's a solid foundation to build upon. This connection can lead to deeper conversations and shared experiences that are meaningful, even if some topics are not suitable for public discussion. However, it's crucial to ensure that you both share compatibility in various aspects of your lives. Even if she possesses 3 wonderful qualities, lacking compatibility in other significant areas can still lead to heartbreak. To prevent the distress of ending a relationship with a remarkable woman who has those essential traits, I recommend watching my video that discusses other vital areas of compatibility that should not be overlooked. If you sense that your relationship might be facing challenges, you may also find it helpful to view my video on knowing when to stay in a relationship versus when to walk away. Thank you for being here, and take care.